Hi, and welcome to this video tutorial where we're going to look at how to write a cross join in SQL. Now, we need to be a little bit careful with cross joins as they can generate a huge number of records. So they're only really useful in particular circumstances. So this video is part of a series of videos in which we're going to look at the basics of writing SQL. If you would like to look at the other videos as well, then you can subscribe and then look at the playlist where you'll see all the other videos on this beginner's SQL course. You can also find all the videos on my website, www.padsresearch.co.uk, that's physics, aviation and data science, and you'll find a full list of all the videos on a web page there. You can find a link to that at the end of this video. So let's have a look at the cross join. So we will start with a basic query. So here I've got a select statement. I'm going to select some data from this table department, and if I run that, you'll see that it returns 3 records. And I've made this a subquery. So I've got a parent select statement, and I'm going to select that data from this subquery, and I've aliased it with the letters DPT. Now, to do a cross join, we simply need to type the words cross join. So this will now cross join this set of data to another set of data. So let's pop that in. So this is going to cross join these records, so these 3 records, to these 3 records here. And I've given one the alias of DPT and the other the alias of emp, or for employee. So one's the department and the other one is the employee. So let's execute this and see what we get. So what it's done is it's multiplied out all of these records with all of these records. So we've got an engineering, tool design, sales, and then we start again, engineering, tool design, sales, and then we go again. And you can see that for every engineering item, we have a chief executive officer, then we have another engineering item, and we have a vice president of engineering, and then we have another item which is engineering and then engineering manager. So this is effectively multiplying everything in this table, or a subquery, with everything in this table. It multiplies 2 sets of data together. So if you have large sets of data, so you have 100,000 records in one table and 100,000 records in another table, it will try and multiply those 2 together and take quite a long time to return the results, or indeed if it doesn't crash. So you only really want to use cross joins when you will have small sets of data and you want to have some kind of multiplication effect. And you'll notice that there is no join condition. It doesn't need to check the relationship between these 2 sets of data. It simply needs to take every record in the first table and apply it to every record in the second table. So perhaps if you had a manager that had 3 teams and you wanted to link each team member to that manager, you could indeed do that. So you could have the manager in one table and then all the teams in the other table. And that would show that the manager looked after each of the team members for his 3 teams. Or if you literally wanted to do a multiplication, you could do the times table. So you could have the numbers 1 to 10 in the first table, the numbers 1 to 10 in the second table, and then you could multiply those 2 together to give you the 10 times table. If you'd like to go into more detail on how we can use joins in SQL, then I've got a fuller course called A Complete Course in SQL with SQL Server, and I'll put a link to that at the end of this video. In the next video, we're going to look at how we can use multiple join conditions and multiple joins. So in previous videos, we looked at how we could write a single join. So for example, an inner join or an outer join. In the next video, we're going to look at how we can string a number of those 2 together.